my name is Trementic, and today we are going to be talking about Minecraft Earth. Now, Minecraft Earth is based off of the game Minecraft that was actually released in 2011. It is by far the biggest all-time selling game of all time, has millions of users. The game Minecraft Earth, though, actually came out in July. It's in the closed beta right now. It's in a few select cities, and it hasn't gone completely global yet. It should sometime by the end of October start being slowly released out throughout the rest of the world. But I gotta tell you, this game is going to be huge. So today what I'm going to do is just go over the basics of exactly what we know about the game so far. I'm not personally in the beta. I am in a group on Facebook though. I'll leave a link in the description, so if you want to go and check that out. Tons of people in the beta are in that group, and they post videos all of the time, things like that from the beta. So, Minecraft Earth is an augmented reality sandbox mobile game. Now, what that means is that you will be able to build a world inside of your phone and then bring that world out into the real world. Like I said, it's currently in beta only in select cities. And the main things that you're going to be doing with it are building structures, gathering resources, crafting, and exploring different areas. Now, to build these structures, you have to actually have resources. Resources are pretty easy, it seems like, to get in the game from what I've gathered. All of the objects are called tappables. And what you do is you just walk around like you would normally, and you tap on an object. When you tap on it, it gives you a certain number of ingredients or resources, depending on what exactly it is that you tapped, whether it's a stone or a tree, maybe it's an animal like a pig or a cow, and you get certain number of resources that you can actually use on what are called build plates. Now, build plates are they depend on how big or small they are. There's a ton of different types of build plates that you can actually use so far, it seems. And you use those on like a countertop or a table, and it shows up. You build what your structure is, what you want it to actually look like, and then you can take that structure and put it into the real world in real size, if you will. Now, it's really cool because on iOS, there's an actual motion capture system to where if you wave, they wave. It's pretty interesting the way the motion capture actually works. They're preset, so you have to actually set them, I believe, with your character before you can actually just do it and wave yourself and make the hand wave. But it's actually pretty cool. It's not on Android right now. It actually just uses specific iOS resources that the phones actually have in order to make this part of AR. Now, saying that, this game is going to blow every other thing out of the water when it comes to AR. This is the first fully immersive AR game that I have been able to find. It's one of those where if you actually take the building from the build plate and you put it out in the real world, if you're walking, you can walk around in that structure. Somebody using another phone can actually see you inside of the structure walking around. If you have chickens or if you have cows or anything like that inside of the structure, they'll follow you around. There was a really cool video that the team over at Minecraft Earth released when they were actually doing a demo of this. And he was using specific seeds that were inside of his inventory, and as soon as he popped up the seeds, the chickens started coming over to him. So it's really interesting, the AI that's actually in this game as well. Now, going back and talking about the tappables, there are different tiers of items. So you can have a common, uncommon, rare items, all like that. And you don't really know what you're going to get until you tap pretty much the tappable. On the Facebook page, I've seen a couple people actually have some like rarer cows. So they just clicked a regular cow and then boom. And instead of them getting a regular cow, they actually got this rare cow, which is really cool because there are no loot boxes in Minecraft Earth. They've come out and said that they will not do anything like that. You will most likely be able to pay in order to get more of the in-game currency, things like that. But just by leveling up, doing adventures, completing things in the game, you actually get those resources. So you don't really have to spend money in order to actually enjoy this game. Also, from what I've gathered, every 5 levels you get a new build plate as well too, so you don't have to buy the build plates unless you really want to, which is really nice because it doesn't force you to have to feel like you have to have everything. You have to have all of them. Talking about the AR again, it was really interesting too because from what I was gathering, they've taken a lot of time in the coding, because the game actually takes into account trees, lakes, things of like that nature. So when you actually do bring a building from a build plate into the real world, it doesn't obstruct anything, which is really cool. And again, it's like I said, this is the first time I feel like there's ever been a fully immersive AR game in existence, at least for mobile, if you will. Now, currently, right now, it looks like the game will run on iPhone 10 and up, and on Android 7 and up. So I know that might limit some people when they actually be able to play it, but the thing is you have to realize the resources for this game in order to run are probably massive. So that's probably why it's some of the newer phones that are the only ones that are capable of actually running this game. Now, you can play with friends. You can invite your friends over to build with you on your build plates. And you got to be careful, though. You only want to invite people that you actually know, because when you invite them to a build plate in order to help you build or anything like that, they can take resources from you. But it's really cool, though, because this gives you a way of, like, let's say you have a lot of oak and you want to give your oak to a friend. You can invite them over to your build plate and they can take all the oak that they want. So it's a really cool way of actually being able to trade resources. But like I said, you want to be careful on who you invite, because you don't want to invite just somebody random and then they just obliterate your entire build plate and take all of your items. You also will need to be in the same area in order to use the build plate together, so you can't actually have somebody across the state and you at your house trying to build on the same build plate. You have to be in the same area in order to actually do that. You will need an Xbox Live account or a Microsoft account in order to sign up for the game. It doesn't require Xbox Live Gold, though, so you don't have to spend any money in order to actually sign up and for the game. But you will need those in order to actually get your account set up. Now, the good thing is, though, is that if, like, let's say for example you lose your phone or something, it's automatically saved with your account, so you don't have to do anything in order to actually reclaim all of the items or the things that you actually had gotten in the game before. What I really like is that if you take a build plate, from what I've gathered, and you bring it into the real world and you make it life size, you can do whatever you want to that build plate, or that building, if you will. You can go and tear it up, you can go and set it on fire, you can do whatever you want, because as soon as you revert it back to the build plate, it goes back to what it originally looked like. So that's not a way for people to actually take your items or anything like that. These are ways that you can actually show off your buildings, let people look at them, things like that, and then you can just take it away if for some reason they want to do something to it. One of the biggest things that I actually really like that I've learned so far is that the inventory is limitless. That means that you won't have to upgrade in order to hold more items. You won't have to do any of that. You can just keep accruing as many items as you actually want. Now, on the hotbar, though, if you're familiar with regular Minecraft, the little bar at the bottom that has all of your resources, things like that, your pickaxe or whatever, your tools, things like that, it will only max out at 64. So you won't be able to carry more than 64, like, let's say, oak trees again, or oak logs. But your inventory that's inside before you actually bring it to your hotbar will be able to hold limitless amount, which is awesome, because a lot of games now you actually have to up your inventory count, and I'm really excited that you don't have to do that with this game. They have talked about adventures also. That is another way of actually getting XP and the in-game currency. I don't know if they're actually currently out right now, but an adventure will pretty much be yourself with a bunch of friends being able to go and attack some of those Minecraft iconic villains, like the skeletons, archer skeletons, creepers, things of that nature, which would be really cool, because from the animation that I've actually seen, the videos, it looks like they just appear randomly, and some of them, or for the most part, look like it's the ground just caves in and then there's like a little cavern underneath with lava and they'll just shoot you. It's really, I'm really impressed with the immersion that this game has so far, especially since it's only in beta. It's pretty incredible what they've been able to do, and it looks like they've actually maximized the hardware of the phones. Again, why it's the newer phones are the only ones that can really run this game, I feel. Adventures also will have puzzles or some sort of specific task that you need to do in order to complete it. And like I was saying, upon completion, you will get XP and you will get in-game currency as well. So that'd be a good way of accruing the in-game currency in order to buy those other build plates if you want to. Now, coming from a person that doesn't really enjoy Minecraft, the original game, that much, I've tried it a couple times. I even tried the Pokemon version, Poke1, and it got slightly tedious after a while, if I can be honest. I have been all about Minecraft Earth since its initial release of any of the information of, hey, this game is coming. I have been anxiously waiting for this game, and I honestly can't tell you why, because again, the other Minecraft games that I've played, I've never really had much interest in. Even before I played them, I didn't really have much interest. But this one right here, it's something about the full immersion. It's about the AR. It's about being able to build something in my kitchen, but then bring it to a local park and actually make it life size. It I'm really all about the AR movement that we're going through right now, especially with games, things like that. I really feel like AR is the future. It is where we're headed. Maybe not just for gaming, but also for almost anything, if you will. Any sort of industry, things like that. AR is where we're headed. And this game itself, like I said, since it's the first one that's fully immersive, it's going to revolutionize things. It's going to blow up. It's going to be huge. And I'm really excited to try it though, just again because I'm a huge Pokemon Go fan. I've played Wizards Unite since its release earlier this year as well. And this looks like it will take what those two games have made and step it up a notch. It's going to completely, like I keep saying, completely change not only the way we view AR itself, but I feel like it's actually going to completely revolutionize mobile gaming by itself. It just the immersion. I cannot talk enough about the immersion. I'm so excited to be able to build something and then walk around it in real time in real size. Like that's so amazing to me. But this is a new playlist that I've just created for Minecraft Earth. I haven't come up with a good name yet, so if you have a good name for this playlist, definitely leave it down below in the comment section. If there's one that's really good, I will totally take it and use it for this entire video series. But my name is Tormentic. Definitely give the video a like if you found it helpful. Subscribe to the channel for more tips, tricks, and breaking news. As we get more information about Minecraft Earth, I will be doing more videos, especially once the full release comes out and I can actually start playing the game. If you have video or photos or anything like that, definitely email them to me, tormentic@gmail.com. And if I can use them, I will definitely feature them in a video. I'm going to try to do more Minecraft Earth videos here in the coming weeks, especially since the release should be sometime before the end of this month. And again, I can't express how excited I am for this game to go live. But like I said, my name is Tormentic. Thanks for taking a moment to actually watch the video. I hope it's been helpful, giving you a little bit of an understanding on exactly why I'm so anxious for this game and why there's so many people asking, when is it coming out? What's the date? Where is it going to be next? So stick around. We'll have lots more information coming out about Minecraft Earth. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.